Brother, I never know said this was going to be a whole thing. So, my mother is Honduran and Jamaican. My father...
I'm Chinese, Jamaican, Bermudian. My mom is Chinese, Jamaican, and then my dad is Bermudian.
What's up, guys? I'm a host, Tony Reaction. Remember to subscribe, and to my returning viewers, thank you for watching my videos. So guys, today we are discussing, everybody want to know the Patois language. We have seen white people speaking it better. We have seen Chinese Jamaican sounding like he just walk out a Kingston street. This is not what you think. Jamaica is just broke the internet again. Listen, most people outside Jamaica think they have figured it out. They think Jamaican equals one look, one race, and one stereotype. But that is wrong, completely wrong. Because in Jamaica, things don't work like that at all. Let's watch this video until the end, then I'll come back with more reactions. All credit goes to the original broadcaster of this video.
What is your name?
What kind of question you ask me? You don't know my name long time already. We can't put my name on the internet, girl. What's wrong with you?
Where are you from?
I come from Jamaica. We come from the western part of Jamaica. We can't really tell you where we come from down there though, because we don't know where we come from.
What kind of food do you like to eat?
But I like all kind of food. Anything they make in Jamaica, I like ackee and saltfish. With a piece of fried pork in it. Can't beat that.
More time we see people on TikTok or whatever social media and then white and they speak Patois. And when I say, what? They know Patois very well. So a while ago I see this little white guy walk past me and he speaks Patois. Okay, 19-year-old young man walking by me. We're in Boston. And I was like, did he just speak Patois? So I said, wait, are you Jamaican?
Yeah,
Are you
Wagon.
So where in Jamaica do you live?
Kingston, like Jackson, Kingston 6,
Where were you born?
St. Andrew Hospital.
My goodness. Where? Where is St. Andrew Hospital? Jamaica, right?
Yeah, Kingston.
Man. Kingston. And where do you go to school?
American school.
Yeah. Give a little patois, man. Give a little patois.
Yeah, so we're there in our airport, both of us Scotland, thing live, and you know how we go.
Oh my goodness. Thank you so much. Bye, auntie. Bye, uncle. Take care. Safe flight.
Great. Come on, from the board. Come on, from the board. Don't block your foot. You know, my great grandfather is from England. Yeah. And we're not interested in going to England.
My game. You say that the England thing, burn up Babylon.
Yeah, England, they're mad people.
Are your grandfather come from there?
Yeah. But in change up with the German then. But when you go to Canada, and you tell us from Jamaica, they expect say, a few black people, dark people come from Jamaica. It's a one set of pussies them, not true.
Yeah.
Yeah,
everyone knows the straight nose man there.
Yeah. And when this hard patch up,
here.
I'm going to be a joke.
Yeah.
My son, up, live up Canada now, he go to college and everything up here and live over 5-6 years now up there. And he never can go down to Toronto. So then go to one club.
Yeah.
And then see some Jamaican. And they tell him, say, yo, I'm a Jamaican. He said, no, I'm a imitate Jamaican. And they want to fight. They want to fight them. Want to fight my nephew and my son.
Wow.
Call him and start trick them.
If you know who your foundation in Jamaica, yeah.
And he start talking Patois now. He said, bomba clot, this man a Jamaican for true.
Mind game, man. Mind game, man.
Yeah.
Brother, I never know said this was going to be a whole thing. So, my mother is Honduran and Jamaican. My father is Chinese and Indian Jamaican. Me put the Chinese in my bio because it's what I look like. Everybody are gonna identify me first as Chinese, not Jamaican. But when me identify to people and people hear me talk, them are gonna be like, oh, she's Jamaican. So there you go. So basically, yeah. And for the people who want to be like, well, Jamaican people listen, brother, the amount of mix up people there Jamaica exhibit, hey, Like, if somebody tell you say them Jamaican. Point blank, period.
I mean, over here, so say people if you come in here and chat fuckery. But at the same time, I'm all about free speech, so you can chat and say whatever you want to say. But imagine if me say something like this. Black people if you come in our way and chat Norwegian. Oh, like what you would I tell the Chinese people them in Jamaica? What happened to the white people born in Jamaica? All in all, you know. People are going to feel what they want to feel. But that not really matter.
Not being Jamaican has really hurt my feelings because I was told my skin tone makes me not Jamaican.
Every time James and I make TikToks, we just get like a bunch of people telling us that we're not Jamaican, which is fine. Like, you can have your own opinion. The only problem I have is where else do I claim? I was born here.
Did you experience a lot of racism growing up white in Jamaica? Very minimal. But I do remember one very racist moment. I couldn't have been more than 6. A fellow classmate, a very young girl at the age of 6 as well, would sing to me, "Black is beauty, red is corruption. Black is beauty, red is corruption." Now that I'm 40, I realize how deep that actually went. To think that here is this young girl, and she's been taught by her parents to sing black is beauty and red is corruption. And that's also an important lesson to teach your children, because racism ends with you.
Salam alaikum, y'all. So, I don't know if you don't realize it, but there's been a bit of cuss over who is a Jamaican, who's not a Jamaican, what is a Jamaican. I just wanted to give the answer to that question. First things first, it seems that a lot of people never learn the difference between race, nationality, and ethnicity. That being said, it's very simple. Nationality is where you hold citizenship to, aka where you have a passport. The thing about a nationality is it's not stagnant. People are born in countries and leave those countries all the time, giving up one nationality for another. As it stands, I hold a Jamaican and US nationality. Tomorrow, I could easily become Italian British. Maybe not easily, but you know what I mean. Next is ethnicity. These are the cultural traditions, the language, the values that belong to a certain people group. Now, the thing about ethnicity is every ethnicity operates differently. For Jews, it's passed down matrilineally. So if your mother was Jewish, then you are Jewish. But for our Somali brothers and sisters, if your father is Somali, then you are Somali. Your ethnicity may also determine the languages you speak, the religions you practice, the cultural traditions you believe and hold dear. And then there's race, which out of the three holds very little weight. Because what might be considered black in one country is considered brown in the next and colored in another. Never forget that the Irish, the Italians, the Polish, when they came to the United States of America at various points in time, were not considered white, but today are. That being said, the island of Jamaica was first inhabited and settled by the indigenous people known as the Taino. They were the ones, after all, who gave the island the name Jamaica, meaning the land of wood and water. The island was then colonized by Spaniards from Spain, and with them came the Sephardic Jews from Portugal, as well as the first set of Africans that they would have enslaved. Shortly after, the British took control of the island and increased the amount of Africans being brought, but along with the British came the Welsh, the Scottish, and the Irish. By the time you hit 1838 and slavery is officially abolished, the British are now importing Chinese and Indians to Jamaica to replace the labor shortage. The first Indians arriving in 1845, the first Chinese arriving in 1854. And given that every generation is roughly 30 years, I think we can do the math to establish how many generations from the first people landed to now have been in this country. And of course, I cannot forget the Syrians who came to the island of Jamaica seeking refuge from the Ottoman Empire. Nor could I forget the poor Germans of Seaford Town that were brought to the island of Jamaica to buffer between the black and white populations. And although you won't hear the average Jamaican on the street using terms like African Jamaican, Asian Jamaican, you'll definitely hear him say words like the coolie man, the Chinese man, or the nigger man. I hope that clears everything up. Salam and walk good.
Yes, welcome back, guys. Did you hear that? Run back. This man just said that in full Patois, and you are still trying to figure it out where he is really from. This is where people get confused because you are looking at his face instead of listening to his culture. So guys, let me talk to you real quick. A lot of people think Jamaica is just one thing, one look, one identity. But Jamaica said, no, we don't, or we are doing this different. We got African roots, European influence, Chinese Jamaicans, Indian Jamaicans, and guess what? They are not separated. They are not in different boxes. they are all living the same culture. So when you hear Patois, it's not about race. It's not about where they grew up. So guys, let's break this down simple. If you wake up every day in Jamaica, you go to school in Jamaica, you play with your friends in Jamaica, that's the language you think, or what's the language you're gonna speak, etc. That's Patois. Not because you are trying to act Jamaican, but because you are. That's why I'm asking, guys, if you grow up in a estate, that's where you get your language from. So guys, here's the big lesson nobody tells you. Jamaica is not a skin color. Let me say that again. It's not a skin color, it's culture. It's the music, the food, the energy, the way people talk, joke, move. So when you see someone who doesn't look Jamaican but sounds more Jamaican than expected, that's not fake. That's not forced. That's the real life. So, and here is where what makes it different and even deeper. Jamaicans carry this identity everywhere. You can move to UK, the US, Canada, but that is the culture. It stays with you. The accent, the vibe, the confidence. That's why even overseas you can still support or you can spot a Jamaican instantly. Because Jamaica is not just where you are from, it's who you are. So if this applies to you, good, because now you understand something most people don't. Jamaica didn't just create people, it created culture that everybody inside it lives. Drop a comment in the comments if this opened your eyes. Like the video if you learned something new, and subscribe because we are bringing real actions only.